Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium, Penn State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. The Nittany Lions offense will get first crack at it here. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Pulls it in. It's Pena. Breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
To throw, it's Aller. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
He'll keep it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Back to throw. It's Allen. Trying to escape and get it himself. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Penn State! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Rutgers offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Sheffield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Duff. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
And the Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Weber. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Sheffield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. To the air, it's out. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Toss to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To throw on 1st down off the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing, because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Caught in the backfield. It's Weber. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Duff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's strong. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Scarlet Knights!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The give to the back. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Aller. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He'll return it from the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The play action fake. He's going for the big play. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way
style for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Sheffield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Sheffield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's Allen. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking left. Got a man. It's Pena. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. The sure hands, it's Ross. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Denmark.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working that left side. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll keep it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's Weber. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Black. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the grab. It's Duff. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Black. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll run the counter. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Just let your guy make a play, right? And if I may, that one went off without a hitch.
Nice job. And I tell you what, you could tell they were honoring the deep ball a little bit, just enough where you could sit that thing down, created enough space as the receiver. QB throws a strike, first down.
Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Duff.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Rutgers. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. That's reeled in, it's Ross. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach, you saw it on that play.
And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Rides to back and leaves it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Rides to back on the option, the give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looking for room, it's Allen. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clumped.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. It's Black. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
As soon as he saw man coverage, he knew exactly where he was going with it. One-on-one with the post throw outside. Great job stacking the defender, using his speed, putting his foot in the ground to separate. At that point, it was just a matter of locating the ball and making the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's strong. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
They boot it away on 4th down. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. In the backfield, it's Weber. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll leave it with him. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Sheffield. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2's kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done. He's loose. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rutgers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. He's looking to pass.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. Still on his feet at the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Aller. Finds his man, it's Ross. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.